Good morning, everyone. I'm welcoming you all to this day 26th class, that is Unit 7, System Physiology of Animals. It's This session is fully going to discuss about the questions, some questions relevant in the animal physiology. Before I enter into the session, I would like to confirm am I audible or not. So it's time to check audio. Yeah, 1 minute wait. I'll confirm the audio, then we will start the session. In this, animal physiology is relevant to fully the based on origin of animals, the animal families, all the things are relevant in the this particular content, animal physiology. In the CSIR examination, it having a 1%, so some 10% important, because animal physiology and the animal and plant physiology both are very important in the part B question discussion. Today we are going to discuss the part C. In this way, this particular content animal we have some important portions. Okay, what is the important portion means? The animals evolutionary period, their modification, their genetic modification, all the particular topic. Okay, the time taken for a arterial systole. Okay, this information is there given. The time taken for arterial systole and diastole is a normal heart R and a normal heart. Okay, there that mentioned, that is normal heart, that is TAS, that is the arterial systole, and another one is the diastole, that is denoted as the AD, TAD. Okay, this seconds time taken for their time taken. Then if the ventricular systole taken, systole, that is denoted as the VS, that taken some particular second, that is TVS. Here we calculate the timing. Here they are asking the diastole. They provided the systole, then they ask the diastole. How we can calculate? It's a direct question. It's a 4-mark question which asked in the previous year CSIR question. It's the very easiest one. They are provided the systole and diastole, or they provided the ventricular systole, asked the ventricular diastole. Using this conditions, we can develop the equation that is fixed one already reported, that is the A answer, TAS plus AD minus TVS. This is the answer, TAS plus TAD minus TVS. This is the answer. Spinal cord of animal was transected at C1 by C2 level. They mentioned this statement, transection at C1 and C2 level. In this way, the respiration of animal stopped and it needed artificial respiration. In some condition, that is not able, because if the spinal cord is getting misarranged, any affection that make a respiration problem, so the animal needs the artificial respiration. However, the heart continues to beat, although at a slow rate. Okay, the heartbeat in a slow rate. Some explanation given. Which one is the most appropriate? And the transaction at C1 bar C2 level. That is the level. That in that condition, that animal needs the artificial respiration. That heartbeat become low. What is the proper reason? Proper appropriate reason is PQS sentence. Okay, P is in a respiration regulatory center is located in the medulla. Okay, respiration regulatory center. It's very important key point. It's present in the medulla. Next point is the respiration regulatory center is located above the C1 bar C2 cut. This cut is which present on the main system of the spinal cord. In this regulatory center is located above to the C. And next one is heart has a auto regulation. So only without this condition, although the sophisticated condition also the heart beating slow because that having auto regulation. These three things are reason for the transaction at C1 complication in a human or animal. Next thing is very easiest question. It's this kind of questions are repeatedly they are asking in a CSIR exam. What does the question means? Which one of the following graph is represent normal sexual cycle and normal human female? Okay, normal sexual cycle in a normal human female. This normally this kind of question, in this question we want logical question. This is like a logical question. First one, which one is correct means B1 is correct. B correct one. They are given a y axis is a concentration. Female sexual cycles days. Okay, menstrual cycles are in a x axis. Okay, how many days they are given? 0 to 14, 14 to 25. This is the overall cycle. Then they are asking the expression of the hormones. Is there the line mention the estrogen, dotted lines mention the progesterone. The line, the smooth line, okay, continuous line, that is the estrogen. The estrogen expression is become increase in the 0 to 14 days and decrease in the 14th day. Okay, what is the approximately the estrogen concentration become high. It's increasing for nearly 10 days. After the 10 days it will become low. Okay, after getting a 14th day, that is the ovulation period. After the 14th period, that will increase in a smooth manner. It's slow. It's not highly increase, slowly increase. But in the progesterone concentration is also in a decrease. It's maintained 14 days, 0 to 14 days, that maintain constant. After the 14th day it will get increase. That is the higher growth, higher improvement is shown. It's very important. It may ask in a story like question. So estrogen is the 0 to 14th day it will show one peak, and after the 14th day to 25th day that shown one peak. But in the progesterone concentration, it's constant in a 0 to 14. There is no improvement. After the 14th day, that's shown on increment. Okay. An organism, this question and all, it's a basic understanding logical questions. The organism having heart for circulation excrete through the green gland. It has several ganglia and tactile organs on its body, and its larval form is very different from than the adult form. This organism is most likely is respired by which how can it is respire? They mention the organism having heart circulation excrete through the green gland. The green gland is a major role playing a part. It has several ganglial and tactile organs and its on its body, and it is this larva is totally different from the adult. They are asking how it is respire. Here the correct option is C, that is Q. gaseous exchange over thinner area of cut gaseous exchange over thinner area of cuticles by Gallial is the best answer, because in this organisms many they are mentioned they are making the circulation and excretion through the green gland. The green gland having microorganisms, mostly they are gas exchange over thin area of circle or gillies. Next question, that's 87, is in a stressful condition. They mention the stressful condition. This particular stressful condition, the ACTH secretion was, as we resulted, the glucocorticoid concentration was evaluated in a blood. They are taken the they measure the glucose concentration of blood. One or a combination of following changes most likely taking place in a condition. Which condition that happen? They are asking the most likely condition. So statement is stressful condition, that is the one thing. ACT secretion was increased. ACT secretion was increased, and then it was resulted in the glucocorticoid. What is the reason behind it? It's the B and Q, decreased circulating eosinophils and basophils. The decreased circulating eosinophils and basophils, first reason. Second reason is the reduced interleukin 2 release. It released the at a stress condition, that is the reduced interleukin 2 release. And another reason is the decreased circulating eosinophil and basophils. Next one is the A 1 meter tall object was placed 10 meter in front of in a normal eye. 1 meter tall object that is placed in the 10 meter in front of a normal eye. That is the statement. Another one given information is the size of image on retina will be considered. Distance between the lens, they are asking the size of retina. Here they given one statement. Consider the distance between lens and retina is 1.7 centimeter. Now, how can we calculate that? See, they mention the centimeter. Here, how can we calculate means they first they mention the 1 meter, 1 into the 10. Okay, 10. In this, they mention the 1.7 cm. So divided by 10, that makes 1.7 mm. Okay, they mention the centimeter. We want to make this divided by the 10. That will converted this statement into 1.7 mm. Whenever they mention the distance, they are mentioned the normal eye. So the distance is calculated through the retina, distance between the distance between the retina and lens. So the correct answer is 1.7 mm. Next one is, for a normal heart, the time taken for arterial systole and diastoles are AS and AD seconds. AS is the systole, AD is diastole. That they mentioned previous, they mentioned the T, time taken. TS they mentioned, here they mentioned as A, and respect they seconds respectively, while the same for ventricle systole and diastole are VS and VT. They provided the VS and VT. Which one of the following question is correct? You can easily tell. Previously they also mentioned the AS plus AD equal to VS plus VD. So only that previous equation is look like that. Okay, TAS plus TAD equal to that particular term comes into left hand side or right hand side. We want to remove that, replace this TVS. So only this equations comes from the this equation alone. Okay, next question is, the monkey undergoes cerebellectomy. After the post-operative recovery, that monkey was given a task to press the bar. Okay, the process observation, what happened means that it hand would overshoot the target while reaching her bar. Okay, this is the after the cerebellectomy, that expression of the particular monkey become vary. That expression is it hand would overshoot the target while reaching the that particular bar. Okay, next is very easiest and logical question. During the Spanish conquest of the Inca empire at a high altitude in Peru, that okay, that particular soldiers fell sick. It was found that the sickness was due to the low partial pressure CO2. That sickness is reported due to this low partial pressure of CO2 in a atmosphere at the altitude. Altitude is very low temperature, very low temperature having area, so the partial pressure is become low. So to determine the reason, blood was calculated because collected from that particular patient, the circulating erythropoietins level were estimated, and the CO2 dissociation curve of hemoglobin were drawn and compared with the same in native peoples of depicted below. So they just a story. There are some soldiers are there. They are working in that high altitude. There is a partial pressure. CO2 level is low. In that particular condition, they are determining the. They are collecting the blood and determine the reason that erythropoietin associated CO2 was calculated. Here the mention the native patients and native and patients. Native means there was no affected peoples. The patients means they are affected. So in the normal people, that hemoglobin saturation become high. In the patients, the hemoglobin saturation is low. That is the dotted line. Here that is why, because that in a normal condition, hemoglobin, it's a protein which having some activation, that they are making a CO2 expression. That pathway is depends on the activation of particular proteins. Next one is the animal. In the animal experiment, electrical simulation of an area in a brain A, particular area, that is the brain A, increased a function F, which of the prevented by systematic injection of adrenergic, antagonistic, and parasonic, which is this is one statement. Another one is injection of carbo carbohol, that is the cholinergic agonist into A means that is the brain, also increases function F, which was, however, not prevented by systematic injection of adrenergic, antagonistic, and parasonic. These two statements are there provided, that they asked the reason, which one is the particular interpretation. B is the particular correct one, that is the uh, cholinergic and non-adrenoreceptives are neurons. Okay, and that two things are very a reason for that they are doing the electrical simulation. That simulation is playing a vital role with this particular two components, that is the cholinergic and non-adrenoceptive. Okay, these two things are very, neurons are very important for the simulation. Next one is the graph represent the relative plasma concentration of hormones A and B. We are taken at two hormones. That two hormones are A and B. During the reproductive cycle in a normal female, that is a normal female, which one of the first one? As we discussed in the previous questions, the cycle days is 0 to 14, 14 to 28. They mentioned the 28 days. Relative hormonal concentration. We all know that is the in the 14th day, which one is become high? That progesterone concentration become high, and estrogen, it's normally increased in a slow manner. So here they ask the reason. The A dotted line is FSH, that is the that hormone, that progesterone hormones, and the the another one B is LH. Okay, this is the FSH and LH. It's not depends on the progesterone, is estrogen. This mentioned the previous one in the estrogen. In this question, they mentioned the FSH and the LH. In this question, the concentration of A is the dotted line. That is the, it's normally slowly increase. It's not that much high. The expression of LH is higher than the FSH in the 14th day. Okay, in the 14th day, expression of LH is higher than the FSH, and the other previous day in the starting period of the the human cycle, female cycle, that the expression of LH is low, because they mentioned B is the LH. So expression of LH is low in the other days of cycle. For the 14th day, the LH is high. Okay, these are all about this animal physiology related questions. We will discuss tomorrow in about the unit 8. Welcome you all to the 27th tomorrow class. We have only 4 more days for this session, and next session is just an announcement. Previously, many of them don't know about this 60 days crash course, because this 60 days crash course is full. They government announced that the November second week maybe we have a CSIR examination. That's 60 days. After the 60 days, in a 1 month, they will announce the gate examinations also. So net, DBT, all those things are all those exams are comes in a line. So we have a plan to discuss which very important topics in a CSIR examination that will also come in a gate, DBT, and other biotech examinations. So this is going to be a overall the overall discussion on the life science topics for a examination point of view. In a many examinations, they are covering many some important topics. Okay, we have a plan to discuss the 60 major important topics in a CSIR, GATE, GPT, and VCL, NCBS questions. Okay, from the questions itself, I'm taken the topics. I have a list today. Today, I will post it in a Telegram group. The 60 topics I will post in a Telegram group. That will be a continuous classes through or Google Meet or Zoom, anything. This is fully going to be live, not YouTube, and I will post it after the class in a YouTube, but the class going to be in a live manner. So please be cooperate with all the sessions, because it will help you to understand, and it will help you to get a more mark in a CSR examination. Without knowing, many of them are applied for CSR examination. We have a plan to study, but we are not able to study in a tight schedule. So we want to spend some time for CSR examination. That is the time we are going to make it. So just a 1 hour discussion with the particular previous questions and previous topics and all. I will send the application, and I will send the topics also. Those who are interested for that, please apply for that crash course, and that is free one. We will going to be discussed in a continuous manner. That full day we are going to think about CSIR exam. Morning we have a 30 minutes class, afternoon we have a 30 minutes class, and in between we will share the questions also. So this is the overall plan about this upcoming crash course that is fully life science examination question, the topics discussion. The major focus is CSIR examination. Okay, thank you everyone. If you have any queries, you can ask in the chat box, or you can post it in a Telegram group.